All right, Shalom. I'm going to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Rukah, HaKodash, the belongs to apostles of GMS, and sincere Shalom to the brothers out here pushing this truth and sincerity. And here it is, and they're saying it. Is Biden announces 800 million security assistance package for Ukraine. So I'm gonna play only a very small part of that, like maybe just like 10 seconds of that clip, just so you can see what else he's funding that sucker into. But the title says it all. I don't even need to play the rest of this video because it's just a bunch of gibberish. But this is $800 million that the average citizen is not seeing in their communities or the cities or anywhere else, except that it's being funded, and you guessed it, for more wars. Same thing that was do. You have these people upset on the comment board, and which is good. It's good because now these people are starting to catch it. Doesn't change the difference that a lot of these people are going to die, but they start to catch that this is something they will never see. All this money that they could quote unquote go to repairing this place, and it is not even seen. Especially since every time they try to repair this place, it crumbles even harder. Like, they have all this money to fix all these streets, fix buildings, but the infrastructure of this place keeps getting worse and worse. So why put money into it? But it's funny because all these people get mad about it. But what about the other times that the U.S. has given money to other countries? You're talking about 800 million. I mean, she says it in this video, but it's further ahead. I don't remember which part. That all the money the U.S. has given to Ukraine will equal up to 2 billion. Now, the funny part is that they not only just given, they're not shown or told, they have not only told that been giving money to Ukraine, but they've been giving money to Israel when they was funding that whole two sides between Israel and Gaza. Let's go back even before then. Afghanistan. Let's go even back before that. Actually, when I was doing some research, every word that hasn't been spoken, there has been an article on saying that they've been giving money to these countries. So for these people to get mad about this stuff is not a surprise. But it's how should I say? I want to find the right word for it. It's not new, but it's not surprise. And what do you honestly expect? Like, I even get tired of even hearing about this whole Ukraine mess. But I like showing how stupid this place really is. Not just the stupidity with the leaders, but the stupidity of the people. I like showing the information out there for people that wants to see it, because they throw it out here, but people just tend to ignore it. Or they'll get mad about it, but not realize, hey, this is basically what it is. So, to show the wickedness of this place, and to show the people that you just been fooled the entire time for years, this is what you get. So I'm going to play a little bit of this clip and get straight to the scriptures.
The president just announced another $800 million weapons package, including heavy artillery and drones, to aid Ukraine in its fight against Russia. The president also announced an additional $500 million in direct economic assistance to the Ukrainian government, as well as a new program for Ukrainian refugees to come to the United States if they have a sponsor. Joining me now is...
And I wanted to stop there because first, a lot of people was mad about that second part, about them having the Ukrainians having to come over here now. But what it sounds like, and this is all part of prophecy because it all gears to World War III. Get the people out of Ukraine to come here. Russia occupies Ukraine. Guess what? Now they got a foothold. Does any of this catch your bell? Because it's right here in our face. They've been funding these wars for as long as they can. Give the enemy a foothold. They keep making profits. Why wouldn't they? These people don't think about this stuff. So now, I want to go to the scriptures about it, because guess what? People, and I read the comment boards. They was not happy about what them coming over. And the key thing I wanted to mention about this, because I read this in the comment board as well, is, and one guy said it wasn't enough that we're already in an inflation. It wasn't enough that everything's on an all-time high, one sort of, but the prices of everything is going up. Now you want to send more money and cause us further inflation and cause even more things to go up. This is also gearing to the collapse of the society. When everything goes up, nobody can afford it. You have a collapse of the dollar again. But you're gonna have an actual economic collapse where your money ain't shit. This is Isaiah 24:11. It says, "There's a crying for wine in the streets. All joy is darkened. The mirth of the land is gone." And that's exactly true. They're always happy about this. Now they didn't hear. Now they hearing all sorts of shit that's pissing them off. Meanwhile, the people getting mad about their leaders. And then this place has now become a laughingstock. And people are saying this, by the way. This ain't just coming off my words. I'm actually saying what people on them comment boards are saying. I'm seeing that they're saying, "Oh, this place is a laughingstock now. We got this guy in the office, and this is who I voted for." Mind you, these are their words, not mine. One person said, "This place is screwed." Another guy says, "I might as well go to Russia or any other place because anything's better than here at this point." So you can hear. I'm sorry. You can see and hear the depression in these people's voices. A lot of these people walking up and down all these streets, worrying about their everyday lives. They lost hope in this place. They look depressed. They look angry. I'm talking about just the average citizen. How I'm looking at Edomites and they look depressed now. That says something. And then they're the same ones telling us that they know this place is screwed. That they know this place is going to blow up. How is it that our oppressors are actually telling us that this place is going to get blown up? And we've been telling it for the longest. So when our oppressors even lose faith in this place, that says something. That's how you know the power of the Lord is too strong to even imagine. This is Psalms 82:5. They know not, neither will they understand. They walk on in darkness. All the foundations of the earth are out of course. So even when our own people are, they refuse to understand what's going on. But all the foundations of this place is just all over the place. It's out of course. And the funny part is, Babylon has their hand into every country, but their grip is slowly loosening, because now you have them backing out of the dollar. That's also having the foundations of the earth out of course, because now the control that this place once had is really shaky, really, really shaky. And these people failed to understand it. And then you got these leaders, especially the rats. Of course, they're allowing it to happen, but they even seeing that their plans ain't going according to how it was supposed to be, and so they have to stir up things more now. They have to keep pushing more things out now. So you see, even they're starting to get desperate. So this, I don't have this on the screen, but this is also Proverbs 10 and 2, because I had to get this since I was going into it. It says, the treasures of wickedness profit nothing, but the righteousness delivered from death. So with all this money that's going to these other countries, these are the treasures of wickedness. And they profit nothing. Because guess what? And I mentioned it earlier. You put all this money, they could be pouring all this money into this place, but it would just make it's not doing any good because it's just making it worse. The foundations are screwed. I'm sorry, Slocky, the infrastructure is screwed. Nothing's holding up to what it used to be. So you might as well start crashing it down even further or even faster. And these people put their trust into the society. They may talk that shit that we don't trust the government and this and that. But guess who's in control of it? Yes, we know the rats are, but the government is also under these rats are keeping this place going, which means you trust in this society. Y'all thought a lot of people want to talk that stuff. Oh, we need to get these people out of the government or the Democrats and all them other stuff. But guess what? They're the same ones still keeping this place running, which you solely put your faith in to try to quote unquote bring this place back to his stature, and it's not working. And it would never happen because guess what? This is what you get for actually, I'm gonna get the scripture on it. This is Proverbs 11 and 21. It says, though hand join in hand, the wicked shall not be unpunished. And there you go. You join hands unto these guys, and guess what? You're no one's getting unpunished here. You join hands into these guys. You're seeing your first-hand punishment right now. This is just the small fraction. But we know this ultimately leads to destruction, to when the missiles hits and everything. But the Lord is great. He's tormented. He's giving these people punishment right now. Hell, we're in punishment. We're not joining. We're not joining the Esau. But it says though hand joined in hand. That's our people joining hand into this society under Esau's rule. And it says the wicked shall not go unpunished. So they're not going to go unpunished. They're suffering their punishment now. It's not what they lived up to be. They're seeing their kingdom fall right in front of them. Infrastructure screwed. People screwed. Then you struggling with bills and all this other stuff because everything going up. And I'm seeing, I believe I wanted to do a video on it. But I saw people just upset with how this place is ran. And I'm like, this is exactly what you people get. Because you deserve this mess. Y'all subscribed unto these devils and made this place even more wicked than it was before. And every day it just gets more wicked and more wicked. Every time they added new laws, more wicked. Every time they add new presidents, more wicked. Each time they allow, quote unquote, what was illegal to now be legal, it becomes more wicked. Because it was a slow process. Weed was illegal. It was frowned upon to be a flame. Because it was called a disorder. You was mentally ill if you was a flame. And it's correct. You are mentally ill if you're a flame. Now they made it to where you can use drugs. You could use weed legally. You could be a flame legally. Now they have a thing where they're trying to pass having any type of drug is legal, such as cocaine and all this other mess. So you see, as they progress to making things more legal, it just makes things more worse. And that's the one thing I have noticed about this place. What they try to uphold in Christian manner, try to make it seem like these things were bad. Now they want to change their mind about it. It's the same way how they say God, the God changed and all this other shit, as they say. That's what this place has been doing. They've been playing God, and they put in their rules that we change. Meanwhile, Salagi, give it a second. Salagi, but meanwhile, in Malachi 3:6, it says, "I am the Lord; I change not." So, for them to be trying to say that God changes and then they doing the exact same thing goes to show you how truly messed up this place really is. And again, meanwhile, Malachi 3:6 says, "I am the Lord; I change not." And we're the ones that's showing, the ones that's out here sincerely doing the Lord's work, showing that He changes not. We're telling that He doesn't change. That goes, see, for all these people that believe in that mess, saying that God changes, it's a whole bunch of free will bullshit. And that's what you get for believing in that mess in this society. Now, they have their free will. This government has their free will to say, screw you guys, we're sending money to Ukraine now. See how far that got you, right? But that's the play on people's minds. You have the free will to do this. So God changed so you can do anything you want. We can do the same thing too. Just because you can do it doesn't mean we're exempt from it. So there you go. So we're going to send money to Ukraine. We're going to say screw you people. And that's it. Just that simple. But that's all I have going into that. So Lord 1, this is a little edifying. And with that, shalom.